Hello, my name is Daniel P. Cooper, and welcome back to Daniel is Raggedy. On today's episode, we have a special guest. He's a STEM major. He dabbles in a little bit of technology, and we have, of course, the one and only Spencer McIntyre. McIntyre, please introduce yourself.
How's it going, guys? My name is Spencer McIntyre. I'm currently a computer science engineer getting a bachelor's of science at San Diego State University. I dabble, like Daniel Raggedy P. Cooper said, I dabble a little bit in computer science, which falls under the STEM category, particularly the technology side. I figured it would be an amazing opportunity to come on this talk show and do a little interview with Dan.
I really do appreciate you coming. I know that you're a busy man, busy.
Just a little bit.
The fact that you came out today, we flew you down from Florida, and
Thank
we
you.
really appreciate you being here today. So, start off, I'm going to quickly ask you, why do you like STEM?
Well, kind of an obvious answer to that one. STEM is science, technology, engineering, and math. It's kind of like the nerdy stuff, and I kind of consider myself to be a nerd. It has to do with computers, mathematics, engineering. Hell, you can even say that engineering falls in the line of building cars and whatnot. Science, chemistry, all of it's like very unique things that are just not as simple as just bringing on a cash register. It's something that actually takes skill and knowledge and things to come together, and it forms how the world works. And it's an everlasting evolving thing that it's constantly changing as time goes on. And yeah, it's just really interesting to me.
Completely agree, Mr. McIntyre. Completely agree.
Thank you.
By the way, you have a wonderful beard.
Thanks. You have a wonderful haircut.
Thank you. All right, now to go on, why are you going into STEM? What's the reason?
I've always been interested in computers ever since I was very little. I kind of really like learning about computers, how they work, the cybersecurity aspect of it. So growing up, I've just always dabbled around with computers and technology, whether it be actual computers, video game consoles, iPads, iPhones, various tablets. I've just always dabbled with them. I've always just found a unique interest in it.
Okay, so you're a technology type guy. All right.
A little bit. You could say that.
So, speaking of which, what specifically are you majoring in?
Right now, I'm majoring in computer science, mainly just because it is a very broad topic. You can go into a lot of different things with computer science majors. You can go into AI, which is artificial intelligence. You can go into software engineering, which is building programs. You can go into cybersecurity, which is the security of cybers.
Security.
And yeah, I know. And then you can also, you can build computers. You can
Very much
anything that relates with computers. There's a science for it. Hence, computer science.
Hence, computer. Wonderful. Now, let me dive a little bit deeper. What do you want to do with that passion you have of yours? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. I kind of more reason. I've always been interested in software engineering. Actually, kind of like I didn't really know what I wanted to do, and I was thinking, working for Google, working for Apple, being like a software engineer, the person who types on the code and types all that fancy hacker stuff you see on the screen. But more recently, I've kind of realized that I like cybersecurity more. I like hacking. I like defensive hacking and offensive hacking.
Okay.
And it's been like with more recent issues going on too, with like the pipelines in the East Coast being hacked. That has something to do with cybersecurity too, and it just shows that as time goes on and as technology advances, there's a need for cybersecurity specialists to protect the country and protect its people, and that's something I want to go into.
Interesting. Also, to go along with that, I'm going to dive a little more deeper.
Oh, even more deeper.
Yes.
Oh.
Within that same realm, what would you like to see in the future of, cybersecurity or, whatever you're really interested in?
There's a lot of different things that you can go into the future. So, honestly, the
You can
things I would like to
generalize.
Yeah. I was thinking, some of the things I would personally like to see is like more advanced things that you'd see in like classic sci-fi films. Maybe like teleportation. I feel like that would be really cool. That's definitely within reach. Holograms. Kind of like sci-fi things. I mean, think about it. 50 years ago in the 1970s, the first computers were barely made. We didn't even have iPhones. We didn't have iPads. Exactly, zero. The iMac was barely even out yet. And now, 50 years later, in the year 2021, we're hosting this meeting virtually on a computer. We have iPhones, we have
Insane.
tablets. Exactly. And it's just 50 years from now, who knows what's going to happen. But there's definitely going to be way different than where we are now.
100%. I completely agree.
200%.
200%. And I know you talked about you being a sophomore in college, and you want to major in cybersecurity.
All right.
Where are you specifically? And I know you said you're a sophomore, but like, where are you?
Well, right now I'm currently in my house, but STEM-wise, I'm currently, yes, as you said, I am a sophomore, and I'm sorry, I'm not at my house. I'm at your house. STEM-wise, I'm a sophomore. I'm doing computer science, but I have done a lot of things related to computer science and cybersecurity. I've done a little program with Google called Computer Science Summer Institute, which is like Google engineers got to teach us upcoming freshmen and like how to program and how computers work. Mm-hmm. More recently, I did something with Cal Poly Pomona for the Office of Naval. Yeah, go
Broncos.
Go them. Broncos, yeah, go Broncos.
Or something.
And I did it with the Office of Naval Research, and it's the cybersecurity apprenticeship, where it was like an intro to cyber operations lab, where I got to learn ethical hacking, got to learn about networking, various other cybersecurity stuff. And right now, I'm also currently trying to get myself cybersecurity certifications, so I can be certified at a young age with this kind of technology.
Very impressive, Mr. McIntyre.
Thank you, Mr. Raggedy.
And it is more it's this is some pretty hard stuff. This is difficult like you said, it's not just open a cash register, give the guy $5 back. Have you considered dropping out? Like,
I'm gonna be honest, yeah, there has been times I wanted to drop out just because I know there's many different career paths you could take. I know one route you can definitely take is not really going to school. You just get experience, you get certifications, and you go into the job field that way, and you can make a good load of money that way. But I think a bachelor's degree definitely will be helpful in the future, and it's definitely something I feel like everyone should at least attempt to get. So I have had thoughts about dropping out, but do I think it's wise? Not necessarily.
That's fair. There's people that actually do drop out and tend to make millions, but you have to be very lucky to do so.
True.
And I'm gonna put you in a hypothetical, situation. Okay. Let's say you do drop out.
Okay.
What are you gonna be your dream? What is gonna be your career after that? Running out of time. The meeting will end in 10 minutes. Upgrade. Oh my God. Okay, we gotta hurry up.
Okay, we gotta speed run this. Well, if I were to drop out, I would still go the same route because, like I said before, there are certifications. You could still go the same route you're doing. But for me, I feel like a bachelor's degree is just another thing that would be under my belt that would help me in the future.
Okay, that's fair. So you're still going to be on the same path regardless if you drop out. Definitely. Okay. Good money where you're going.
Good money.
So take back from let's forget about STEM. What is your goal in life?
Be happy. I think my goal in life is to do the things that make you the happiest, live life to the fullest, as cliche as it sounds. Do things that genuinely make you happy. I don't want to live a life of regret. I don't want to live a 9-to-5 where I'm constantly hating going to work. I don't want to have to stress about, I got work the next day. I want to wake up and be like, wow, I'm excited. There's a brand new day. I want to get started on whatever projects I have to work on and just keep going, be happy, live lavishly. I want to, live life to the fullest.
Completely agree with that. And Mr. McIntyre, how big your fan base is, correct?
Of course, Mr. Raggedy. Just look at your fan base too.
I know, we are wonderful people, and there's a lot of people that look up to you. And I just want to see if you could give any advice that people for people that are going into STEM. Whether it has to be if they're already in STEM and if they want to drop out. What would you tell them? What is something you would want to tell them?
That's a great question. My biggest advice to anyone, STEM or not, is just find things that make you happy. Find what you're passionate about. If you're already in the STEM field, that's amazing. Don't be discouraged at other people. There's always going to be somebody that's better than you. Rather than thinking you're not good enough, look towards becoming greater. Look towards advancing your knowledge, talking to these people that know more to you, having them be a mentor to you. For the people that aren't in STEM, same thing applies. I mean, if you're interested more in writing in English and writing stories or making music, there's always going to be people who make better music than you. There's always going to be people who make better stories than you. But it's just a matter of how you can climb your stairs to success.
That is well said, Mr. McIntyre. Well said.
Thank you, Mr. Raggedy.
And we are running out of time, so I'm going to go
We are.
ahead and ask you one more question.
Go for it.
A question that's actually been asked by many of your Twitter followers. I don't know if you keep up with any of that.
I'm a little too busy for that. You know, I'm a little Mr. Famous is what they call me.
I know.
Mr. Popular at some areas.
All right, tone it down, Mr. McIntyre.
I'm sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself.
I'm just messing with you. All right.
Nah, I'm messing with you too, Mr. Raggedy.
So knowing what you know now,
yeah,
would you still go into STEM?
Knowing what I know, yeah, of course. Mm-hmm. Although I do think there are plenty of other opportunities that I would love to go into. I'm passionate about music. I love video creation too, editing. You know, YouTube creators are becoming a very big thing now. TikTok, music, all these very big things. I think they're definitely things that are very optional routes that you do have to be lucky to get though. But 100%. I do think it is a good hobby to do. And, you know, cybersecurity, all this kind of just ties into what I'm passionate about. I do love cybersecurity. I do love STEM. I plan to stick with it. And knowing what I know now, yes, of course, 100% I would still go through with it.
Well, thank you, Mr. McIntyre. And that's going to be all for today. And all the people out there that are watching, thank you so much for tuning in. And any last words, Mr. McIntyre?
I just want to thank you, Mr. Raggedy, for giving me this opportunity to be on your show. It's been a pleasure to talk to you. Best of luck to you, sir. Best of luck, right. Mr. Raggedy.
High five.
High five. Stop it.
Okay. Thank you, Spencer.